Kia ora koutou, Markie here. Now I was up here the other day to shoot a video for you and it was all just mist, well, a cloud really, because we're up in the clouds. And today it's one of the clearest days I think I've ever seen. So let me see if I can pick out some of the detail for you. Excuse the shaky camera because I'm holding it with one hand now. That little detail there that you can see in the centre of the screen is a massive aerial. They call it the translator, and there's a hut up there as well. A hut is like a hostel, really, effectively, for want of a better word. So it's a place where people can get overnight accommodation up on the mountain. Just above that, you can see, if you follow from the aerial to the right-hand side, you can see the first kind of little crag. That is the head of a valley, and if you just drop down, imagine dropping down into the valley below and then go to the top of that valley. That's where I took the video showing myself with a willies, having climbed too high for my vertigo and then to a really steep bit that was very uneven ground that was actually quite scary to get back down from. And the follow-up to that video is actually I did go down on my bottom. Luckily no one was around at that point, so I didn't have to. But then I've living with dyspraxia, you lose your pride and your dignity anyway. So yeah, there is the beautiful mountain, and yeah, what a view. This is a visitor centre here. So the last couple of videos I've filmed were sitting in the car park looking up at the mountain. Now behind the mountain is another range, so as you go over to the right, that's another range of mountain, and that was an old volcano. This is a live volcano, although he's been sleeping for a while. So we're off for a little bit of a hike. Only a little one because we've got to get back for something, but I wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to just show you something I mentioned briefly in another video, is a little project of mine. I like to use quirky walking sticks. I usually find sticks on walks. I usually kind of forget to take a stick and then just find one and then use it. Now I need to just change the zoom on the camera because we're too zoomed in, so I can show you I need to zoom back to normal so I can just show you. So this was a stick that I found on my travels when I didn't have a walking stick, took home, took a liking to. I usually get nice bendy ones, straight ones are boring. And then I realised that it needed a handle or something that I can kind of press down on, because that's how I like to walk. So went to a place on the beach with this beautiful pieces of driftwood. I managed to find this top piece, which I've fixed onto here. Now, this is the first time I've used this stick in anger, so we'll see how well that remains, because I put quite a lot of weight on that. But I did bore that quite deeply into the wood and then glue it with super duper hard as no nails, whatever they call it, these kind of super gluey things. So I quite like that. I quite like just the rustic quality of it, or it's gnarly as they would probably say here. Never really know when gnarly's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe gnarly's not the right word. So we'll see how that lasts. I just wanted to share that one with you. I did make some videos back along about trekking poles that I was making, and I never actually got around to finishing them. So that's 2 sticks, so that when I go on the mountain proper, when I do a real proper hike, I can take 2 sticks with me, because I mentioned before I suffer with dyspraxia, so going up is always fun. I never have a problem with going up. I can motor up like a beast, but going down, it takes me probably more than twice as long, probably more like 3 times as long to get down if I ever go up anywhere. I have a difficulty with, there's a vehicle coming past at the moment, I have a difficulty with depth perception, I think, as well. When I look down, even on stairs and things like that, I find it quite difficult to kind of just judge where to put my feet and things like that. So it's quite tricky. We've got all kinds of traffic going. It's really busy up here today. Last time I went up here, it was more or less just us. But it's a really sunny day. It's a cold day, but it's a sunny day after really heavy rain. And it's also a Saturday, so every man and his dog is up here. Well, strictly speaking, not their dogs, because dogs aren't allowed up here because they potentially eat the kiwis that live up here. There are kiwis here, and there's actually a subspecies of kiwi that lives just in this spot. So, as it's getting more busy and more people around, I'm going to bid you farewell. I'm going to go off on our hike. I've got some more retroactive jealousy videos coming, and I want to do a part 2, hopefully an end part to the mindfulness video that I did. So thank you for watching all of these. Lots of love. Rangimarie.